What's up, Sagittarius? This is Jesse with 44 Hours Show with a general tarot reading for the new moon coming up on December 12th. It's going to be at 6:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be at 20 degrees Sagittarius. And it is going to be in the 21st mansion of the moon. I will put a picture of the 21st mansion of the moon up. It's really about endings and understanding anger. That's the card. Your commitment is being tested. Well, the picture will be up and you'll see it. And then you'll see this afterwards. Your commitment is being tested. The universe might be testing like your commitment to things. With Sagittarius, it's going to be ascendant. If you're Sagittarius ascendant, that's why you're here. It's going to be your 1st or 12th house is where it's going to be occurring. Sagittarius is all about philosophy. It's all about philosophy in life. It's all about justice and higher learning. The guru. That's what Jupiter is, right? Jupiter is the guru according to Vedic astrology. And with him comes, higher learning, higher wisdom. Travel too is associated with Sagittarius, and I think it's also part of what the mansion's about. Is travel. It's a good time to travel if you want. You may be doing that to go see family, but if it's in your 12th or 1st house, you may have a whole new philosophy on like spirituality because that's the 12th house, right? Or a new philosophy about travel because 12th house can be travel to foreign lands. Your 1st house is the house of self, and Sagittarius is already a very philosophical sign. Most Sagittarius are really smart, also really lucky. That's another thing associated with Sagittarius. So we could all be lucky right now too. Let's see if the cards, because I'm Sagittarius ascendant and Sagittarius moon, and I have Mercury in Sagittarius and Uranus. And my ascendant's there. I have a stellium there, but also it goes into Scorpio as well. The stellium does. I'm Scorpio sun, but heavy Sagittarius. So it's gonna maybe affect me too a little bit. We'll see. Scorpio reading wasn't so good. I was definitely Scorpio. But yeah, so, you may be going in with a new philosophy. If it's in your 1st house, like how you look, right? You may want to just change the way you look. You're like, I'm going this new year, I'm going to start working out, I'm going to change the way I look, all that. Maybe that's what's on your mind. That's a type of new philosophy. It's a new philosophy on life. You can have a new philosophy around making money, And it's the time of year for that. Like, when you're going into the new year, your resolutions and stuff, it makes a lot of sense. And, with the mansion being about endings and then the new moon being about new things, it could be endings and ending an old way of life and starting a new type. I'm just going to do a Celtic cross spread because sadly I don't have as much time as I would like because I'm working a lot for Christmas to try to make sure that I can give and still have everything meet all the home needs that I have, bills and whatnot. So I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread. It'll be probably a 10-minute reading instead of a 20-minute reading. But there's no less love put in it, I promise. So the current situation is something you need to make a final decision about, right? Something's been on your mind. And it's been worrying you. There's a decision that you're putting off. It's saying your commitment is being tested. See, that's the thing. Like, it's something that you want, and you probably put a lot of work and effort into it, but maybe you're just not seeing the results, right? And the universe is testing you. It's like, hey, are you going to have the resolve to work through this? Is this really what you want? And that if it is really what you want, are you going to be able to handle what comes with that? So that's what commitment being tested is. It's like if you falter, the universe is like you're not ready. But if you don't and you stick with it and you pass the test, and Saturn's times a year, he will test us. He tests us all the time. Then if you pass, then you might get better than you ever expected, kind of thing. But if you fold too quickly, or you just are like, I give up, then you'll never get it, right? And that's what it's saying. It's saying your commitment is being tested. There's a decision either you're putting off or a judgment that you haven't made because of worry. You're worried about what may come of it. It could be a big decision because on your conscious mind is the world, and that may be what it is. You're thinking big, like I want to be known. I want to be. Maybe you want to be famous. Sagittarius is the most famous sign in the zodiac. It is. Look it up. I promise you it's the case. Or maybe you thought by now the world should be yours. Shoot, I know. I wish I know. I've thought that many, many times. But I'm a little bit more humble nowadays. Over the years, I kind of learned. It's like, okay, well, maybe it isn't going to be exactly what you want or the way that you want it. And you got to take, I've always realized that you got to kind of take practical steps and then you work toward it. It's less about like, focusing on your mind, focus on it all the time, so it's got to come true. No, you got to focus on it, but then you got to release it and let it be what it needs to be to occur in your life. Because none of us know exactly step for step what has to happen for us to get what it is that we want. It's going to be, there's so many different influences and stimuluses all around that they're going to interact together and they're going to occur in their own way, right? And it's probably going to be completely unexpected, but then it still makes its way into your life. So basically, just don't give up on what it is that you're trying to do. Your commitment is being tested, because in front of you is death. That's transformation right there. Don't give up. If you're thinking about giving up right now, or you're feeling like you're giving up, change that. Kill that. Transform. You can do it. And then maybe that's what it's saying. That's the decision. It's a big transformation. Like, that's the decision you're not making. It's like it's something that's going to transform your life, and you know it, and you're worried about that. But change is necessary. Change is inevitable. That's the only thing that is constant, truly, is change. This is behind you. So you were making plans. You've been making plans for whatever this is. You know, in the unconscious, it's like arguing or squabbling. It's like this is you arguing with yourself. It's like you've made the plans. You know it's what you want, but you're worried about the impacts of how it will transform you. But you know it's the world that you want, and your commitment's being tested, right? This is you, just moving forward right now. This is the position is literally you. That's what it is. The current situation, you. It's you moving forward. So you need to move forward, and it's saying that you will move forward, and you're going to move forward. Because the near future is like it's going to be a big transformation. It's going to occur with whatever this is. It's going to be a big transformation. Like, your commitment's being tested, and you just stick with it. You're almost there. Like, you're gonna break through, and it's gonna be riding victoriously, you know. And this is your environment. This is you worrying. This is you not seeing the results immediately. And I know, as a heavy Sag myself, I'm very impatient. I want it now. And a lot of times I'll just be like, you know, I expect it. You know, but it's not how it works. A lot of times there's steps that have taken. Don't get me wrong, it does happen to Sagittarius like that sometimes, because that's why Sagittarius is considered lucky, because of things like that. But sometimes you have to work a little more, and that's how you know your commitment's being tested. And the advice is saying whatever this is, it's going to be very valuable. It's saying offer it to the world, or be generous. Like, if you are noticed, use the influence. If you get influence, if that's what it is, if it's money, if it's influence, whatever your big dream is, use that as a way to serve. Or use it as a way to give. You know, use your platform, what you created, what you're good at, to help others in some way. Because the outcome is having it all. That's the Empress. This is a new project, or this is just complete opulence. This is the pure Venus card. Venus is all about the finer things in life. Like, that's what you're heading for. But your commitment is being tested. You are worrying about whatever this transformation that needs to occur is, and you've already made your judgment, but you're putting it off. Like, I think you know what it is that you want to do, but you're not making the decision, and you're worried about it because your commitment is being tested. But don't worry, it's going to work out. Sagittarius are lucky, so one way or another, you're probably going to have something that breaks in your favor. But keep on the task. Your commitment's being tested. You're gonna get it. You're gonna make it. Anyway, with that being said, that's the reading. Please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it helps the algorithm and it helped me out, and I'll be grateful for that. Consider it a Christmas gift to me. But you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm just glad that you're here. And with that being said, happy holidays. I hope to see you here again, and thanks.